And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now on the move. Breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quarterback keeper. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped. Oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man. It's Wingo. Turns it on midfield. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looking for a huge play. And it's picked off at the goal line.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the form. Seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Direct snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air. It's Russell. A little release to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Facing fourth down as we open play here in the second quarter. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm, and they're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
receivers on the move. Looking for the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a
touchdown, Texas! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Russell. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to go for it on 4th down. We've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to see it again here. They've got supreme confidence in their offense to be able to go get it done. And you get the feeling this is a big-time play in this game. They're able to convert this one. The momentum is squarely on their side.
On 4th down, going to the air. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They want to throw it. It's complete on the right side. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he is out of bounds on this return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. jet sweep pass. There he goes. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Little touch pass to the receiver. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Bama! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's loose. He's loose on the left. 10. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. Miller with the ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, no wiggle.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Steps away to find some room. Complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. And on 2nd down for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Racing to the right. The 20.
what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the play and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Barrels ahead. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Russell. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Rolling right and going deep. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Let's go! Razor, razor! Under!
Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Get set! Arrow!
Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He'll take a deep shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Makes the catch, it's Wingo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The corners are walked up tight. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing. They're going to get him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. Hey, midfield, he's got to move. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Russell. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Runs through a tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Here's the pressure. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. Sweet cut there. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the first down, couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing. Didn't turn it over, dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some positive yards, but guess what? Now it's decision time. It's 4th down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
To the air on first down. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Dropping back, it's Russell. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Looking for a crease to the left. Turning it off. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal.
Come on, set.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas!
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hold, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No Alabama offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Takes a hit as he fires. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive. We've reached it. Timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And on fourth down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Grabbed behind the line, it's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
It'll be third and long. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. The RPO, it's complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air, it's Russell. On the move to his left. On his feet at the 40. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over, and you got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school and everything was taken away. He could just pirouette, make a guy miss, and turn it into a home run. Nothing doing, and he takes a big loss on that run.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. Timeout called by the defense, 13 seconds to go. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Slings it downfield. Complete downfield. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come.
Ncaa, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. To throw, it's Simpson. Skips away from pressure. Hit as he throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit here. Is second down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run. And you've seen over the years, they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Snap it to the back. Creates a little room. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Miller. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're throwing this ball to the running back out in the flat. That's essentially an extension of a sweep play, right? But the defender there to bring him down for a gain of no yards.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pressure coming. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of...
There he goes. The 20. He's at the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback will keep it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Alabama quickly back to the line. Hand off from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Running to Green. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defense. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Under fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Tide. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Takes the handoff. It's lost. Can't get him to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 14-6.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
He'll throw it. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Russell. He'll try to do it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On target to the left. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Offense scoops it up and still going.
And Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Russell. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That is no good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Locke. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Back room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Russell. Unleashes one. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. This is a designed run. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here.
You know, this offensive line, they've just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done then.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. Grab behind the line. It's locked. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw its card. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Gets it out fast. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Caught in the backfield, it's Horton. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah,
Turning it on! They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
and one of the things you're taught as a defensive guy, when you're trying to strip the football, you got to secure the tackle with one hand, try to get the football with the other, and they're not securing the tackle. I get it, they're trying to go for the fumble, but they got to do a better job executing.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Fields. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. This freshman quarterback is... flinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead. You've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
It's second and long. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's second and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Irish send out the punt unit. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. back to pass. It's Russell. He's got it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Breaks into the open. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Let's just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's the handoff. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He's got the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Power football with the run. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Finds his man in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Dogs! A great catch and run for 6.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Might be calling a hot route. The give is to Miller. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got a little space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. They'll go with a direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Direct snap. Finds a little space. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts it down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Snap it to the back. Shakes off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Russell. Moving away from pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He wants it all. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. To the air, it's Stockton. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
That makes the score Georgia 14, Alabama
0. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Turns it on in midfield. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Owens. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their... And they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a man. It's Reed. On the move, he fires. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go with a direct snap. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Got his man on the outside. Bounces over the top. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Direct snap. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
To the air, it's Reed. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackle.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Texas A&M going quickly. Out of the shotgun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end.
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut! Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Gets rid of it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Looking to throw. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. A jet sweep pass. There he goes. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So first down here as they go back to work. Snap it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On the run, fires downfield. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He wants to change this route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Moving out of the pocket. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Run play with the quarterback. Loses 2. 2nd down coming up.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Texas A&M going up-tempo. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds and complete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Back to throw time, running short in the half. Got a man, it's Moss. Really good pickup on 2nd down there, leaves them with 3rd and 2. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Caught, close to the marker, it's Bussey. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Keeps looking downfield. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll send out the kicker here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. The field goal is no good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game. The Aggies will boot it away to start the second half. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he wasn't even able to get back to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot for the pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Right back to the well. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Russell. Got out of trouble and throws. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field.
Oh, he's got some space. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Texas A&M going quickly. Really good concept there to get things the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. To throw, it's Reed. Grab near the marker, it's Craver.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Wants to throw again. Got the quick pass. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Aggies! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he makes his way out of bounds on the return. They'll go with a direct snap. Slithers into space. Turning it on! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Snap it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Using his feet to buy time. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Makes the grab, past the marker. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. might be changing the route. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Touchdown, Bama! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown, we need a 2-point conversion, but you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent, plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Take what the defense gives you.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Oh, they're after him! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Here comes that Alabama offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll go with a direct snap.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Russell. Rushes on him.